Hey guys, so recently I participated in my first tournament, and over these next few videos, I'm going to be breaking down my thought process and the gameplay through this best of 3 against Abstract. Before we get into it, a little thing to know about this team is we kind of just randomly decided to pick up this tourney and just play together for it and see how we would do. So, if anything, we're really just looking to see if we could play in higher tournaments. Through this first best of 3, we were playing with a sub who was pretty new to the game, so unfortunately, this gameplay really isn't the highest we could do, but I still wanted to go ahead and post it and get some content out and really analyze my gameplay and just try and make myself a better, well-rounded player. Loading into this first game, I just want to go over our lineup. It's me, Jace, Coco, Nova, and Foop. I just want to say thank you to all of them for even participating in this tournament with me. But yeah, heading into this game, I had actually played against 2 of them before, and so we kind of knew how they were going to play. They were kind of missile meta, but this game starts out with a kind of a bad pass from them, and then we give a bad pass, and it ultimately ends up just with them resetting the ball. Not too much I could have done there. It was kind of just a bad turn. So they reset it back to the keeper. Keeper ended up dribbling it back up. Looking for a missile here, you can kind of tell. I ended up pressing him, trying to get him to force a pass out wide instead of a missile back. I actually ended up getting beat here. It's completely on my bad. Good interception from Nova here. Passes it off to Jace. Jace is going to look up the line here to me. Beat the tackle right here. Look for a cross, and I actually put it too far behind. And here I communicate that I personally believe that the top box is a better position there rather than trying to run in and get that narrow angle off. So they do end up getting a counter here. Get it past Jace, unfortunately. Good win from Foop here to win that in the box, and then I should have been running towards the ball there instead of where the ball was going to try and get that with extra effort. Coco's going to bring it up, finds a Nova left side. Nova's going to try and switch the ball over to Jace. I'm going to run across and try and make space for Foop. It's an unfortunate pass to Foop that gets caught up by the defender, and that brings Coco to the save. Foop's going to get the ball here wide, try and make a run for him, ends up beating the guy. So after Foop beats that guy, it's kind of unfortunate that he gets tackled mid-pullback. I think he was going to try and end up switching the ball there since there was 2 on him and 1 on me. There's bound to be one open guy on the other side there. But keeper goes ahead. They look for a decent little missile play, gets it over our defender. Good save from Coco there. Jace is going to try to bring the ball up. Me and Foop are going to try and give options in midfield. Kind of a bad run from me there. I think if Foop is in the middle there, I need to keep dragging my defender out wide right side. Abstract ends up getting the ball back. They go for a switch to the other side. Foop's going to go ahead and pressure there. I'm going to cover the back pass. Foop ends up getting beat. And just a too long of a pass from them, and Coco sweeps that up nicely. Nova's going to be taking space here. I'm going to be trying to give an option middle here. I'm not sure if that was intentional from Foop, the first ground pass, but Foop ends up getting a nice little blade shot from the defender's mistake. It's crossbar. Unfortunate. We've all done that one. Coco does pick up that rebound. He's going to go to Nova out wide. Nova's going to look for a cross here. Way short. Ends up getting picked up by a defender. And Coco's going to try and dribble up here. Maybe got a defender. Nova's free. Looks for down line. Foop beats the defender. He's going to go for a shot here. Good goaltending from them. And their keeper's going to hold the ball here quite a bit. Probably going to look to set up missiles, so I'm dropping back for that. Jace ends up pressuring, finds the open player. They go for a missile. Good touch from them. Gets past Coco, but fortunately that attacker was not up. Thought about resetting there, but ended up seeing Foop on the other side. It's a good makeup for my bad pass there from Foop to rainbow over that guy. Tries to find me mid. I'm going to play Jace up top. Look for a pass back. Ends up going a little bit too far forward if it's a top box there. Probably not going to be able to block that as a defender. Foop ends up getting rebound. Tries to get a pass off there to me. Ends up getting tackled. And Nova just caught off guard by the pass, and that's going to end up in a goal. I think what you'll find by watching this series is that our defense was just not as compact and tight knit as maybe some other teams were, and it was costing us. I think Nova was just trying to go into an interception there. I'm not trying to put blame on anyone, but I think that is something that we did end up discussing a little bit after the games and all that. But yeah, our defense was just not as tight knit. Of course, we are playing with a sub. Foop ends up trying to cross and find me here. That's my bad. I should have been popping effort way before that, getting in front of the defender and trying to hit that angle. So that's a bad run by me. They do end up getting a counter off of that, and Nova ends up getting beat, and they get a shot on goal. Coco makes a brilliant save, throws it out to Nova. Nova's going to try and take space here. I'm going to drop back so he has room to take space and maybe finds me switch. Beat the defender here. Going to take that space. Going to go high wall here. Goalie ends up jumping. Foops gets a nice, easy shot into the net. I will say one thing is that most of the time in our 5v5s or we're playing ranked or whatever, we do tend to like pass the ball a lot more and not more so the back wall or even just like shoot passing it all around. We typically do normal triangular passes. But I think since we did have to sub someone and we just hadn't practiced with this person very much and they were new, so it's kind of hard to find. Nova gonna be looking for kind of a missile there. Ends up getting picked up by a defender. Coco finds me mid here. This was definitely a misplay by me here to go outside to Jace here. I should have been looking at my mini-map and seen that Foop had completely beaten the defenders and had a free shot in the box. So even though Jace had lost the ball there, that's still my bad for going to him instead of Foop in the box. I pop effort there too early, end up missing the diamond. Their number 5 ends up picking up the rebound. They get a touch in. 4 ends up rainbow flicking over Nova, and unfortunately Coco pushed extra effort and they pick up the ball, and that is how they get their second goal. Just to say there, I mean, it happens. We still got 30 seconds left to get another goal, and yeah, I mean, it happens. Jace finds Nova on the left. Nova's going to go to me in the middle. I ended up absolutely just fumbling it here. That guy popped extra effort, slid me. I don't know how I didn't catch that there. It hit my feet, but I guess I couldn't pick it up because it was too fast maybe. Still, really just my fault for losing the ball there. And that's going to be the end of game 1. But yeah, overall, y'all should let me know if y'all want more content like this, or if y'all want me to include our comms at some point and just upload the game as a whole separate upload. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll try to pump out those next 2 videos as soon as possible. And yeah, thanks for watching.